Hello. Today I will show you how to make chocolate chip crunch cookies. You will need 2 sticks butter, 1 cup sugar, half a cup brown sugar, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons vanilla, 2 cups flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, half a teaspoon salt, 1 cup chocolate chips, and 1 cup Rice Krispies syrup. First thing you want to do is melt your butter. You can put it in the microwave for about 45 seconds and pour it into a large mixing bowl. Make sure you get it all out because it's all important. Then you're going to add your sugars, your white sugar and your brown sugar. Okay. And then you're going to mix that on medium speed until it is fluffy. And it might take a while, but it should not be long. And then it should look like this. Now you're going to add your eggs and your vanilla. And again, make sure you get it all out. Okay. And then you're going to mix that again. And you want to get the eggs really beaten until it looks like this. Now you're on your dry ingredients, which is the flour and all those. So you're going to put in your flour all at once, and then your baking soda, baking powder, and your tiny bit of salt. And then you're going to mix that again. But this time, make sure you start off really slow so that it doesn't all the flour go flying everywhere. And once it gets more mixed in, when it looks about like this, then you can turn it up a notch. And make sure that everything gets beaten in, and you might have to stop it to push in the sides with your spatula of the flour to make sure everything gets in. And you can go back to that. And it should look like this. Last thing you're going to do is add the chocolate chips and Rice Krispies. So you'll pour those into your bowl and mix it. And it'll take a few seconds to get all in, and you shouldn't want to hear all the crinkling anymore because it should be a big dough batter. And once that is done, it should look, after you smush in the sides, it should look like this. And you might need to push it off of the mixer. And it looks like this. So now what you want to do is you want to line your cookie sheet. You can just put a piece of parchment paper over. It might take a couple more cookie sheets depending on how many cookies you get. This recipe should make around 30 to 40 cookies depending on how big the cookie dough balls you make. What I like to do is take an ice cream scoop, stick it in, get a cookie dough ball, and put it on the cookie sheet. They do spread out and get very big, so you might want to move them so they're a few inches apart. And once you do that, you just make as many. You can use your hands, you can make them whatever size you want. The dough is very smooth, it does not stick to your hands if you want to roll them with your hands if you don't have a cookie scoop, and just place them on the cookie sheet. So once you have your cookie sheet, you're going to want to put them into the oven that is set for 350 degrees. So you'll put them in the oven, and they should bake for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then they're ready to take out. But in a sec, I will show you what they look like when they're ready to take out. When they look like this, you know they're done. You can take them out of the oven. And you want to put them on a hot plate, just to cool, and let them cool for about 3 minutes. After you've let them cool for a few minutes, you can transfer them into an actual cooling tray and let them cool until they're completely cool, and then you can eat them. Mmm.